Welcome everybody to another deck profile, and here you have it. It is Angelechy, but in Genesis, baby. In Genesis, let's go. I'm really excited to play this deck. It's looks so much fun to. Well, it's so much fun to play already if I do the just play in here. Um, but keep in mind for this list that I do not play Genesis much. Still new. When it first started, it didn't have enough people playing it. But now there's more content creation of it, more videos of it. So I was very excited to just try to build a Genesis list for you here. I won't go over every card, but the decision I will do. So the Executor Dawnwalker is just a starter. Summons the Fire Ant. Same as Junkmeister. Junkmeister is a starter that can reveal the starter dragon, on summon search junk armor. Junk armor can summon itself when it's added but not drawn. On field, he can tribute itself to summon the Synchron. Synchron adds the junk signal for extra follow-up or protection. It's just a combo line. Here you have 18 points. They are 6 each, and I'm happy they're only 6 each because they are just, in my opinion, a very good card. Summon a Monk is just a starter where you have to discard a spell to summon any 4 monster. There are 2 4 tuners that you can get into your combo. Ecclesia, you can probably get away from Ecclesia. She's 3, she's not necessary to play, or not needed at least to play. Chaos Mirage Dragon is one of the 4s that has one of the best or better effects of the 4 tuners that are there. That you can target a banished light or dark monster, also your opponents, to special summon to your field, and when it's used as a synchro summon, you can use its effect, so you can even chain block. Where you can target a card on the field equal to the number of other monsters used for that synchro summon and negate those cards. Pretty good card. Witness of the Ancient, this just starts the Angelechy cards. Sadly, it's 33 points. So for the whole Angelechy core, you are away of 51 points, if I'm not mistaken. So it's very, very much to just have the 3 Junkmeister, 1 Witness, and the 1 Glitch Clutch No Gainer. We have 3 of the field spell. We have 2 Foolish Burial Goods to dump one of the good trap cards or the Angelechy Disturbance to get into a bit of combo thing. Small World to get into any bridge, a lot of bridges here. Junk Signal I already explained. A Pot of Avarice was a very interesting one. I just want some recursion, and I think drawing 2 cards is just very strong. I don't think this card is very much needed. For the trap cards, we have 3 Disturbance, and I play 1 Angelechy opening to E4. I want something else being able to discard, to have as a discard folder instead of a field spell or in Disturbance. I don't think this card is needed. But I just wanted to check it out. We have the MST. I just had all these spells were just spells that I hopefully can use going second or are just good cards. Same with Life Hack. It's a spell card that you can discard off of the Summoner Monk and or Executor Dawnwalker and or the field spell. To have some extra effects. So if you have some trap cards and or spell cards that have extra effects in the graveyard, so you can just banish or maybe some protection, just lay them into the comments below. I'm very new to Genesis, so all these cards are also like, I know them, but I just don't remember them at the moment. Same for Galaxy Cyclone. It has a banishment effect for later in the graveyard, so it's something you can use. I'm not happy with this card, but it's good. Lost Wind also has a Lost Wind, same thing, and the same thing with Rise to Full Height. I think this is one of the best cards to have in your opening hand that just going first, because they can never attack you. So that's pretty good. For the side deck, we have 3 enlisted. It's just a palm, 2 Destrier, 2 Bastion, 2 of the King. You can do 1 Bastion, but because yes, you can special summon more cards even with the Angelechy problem with this in this format. Because Tzolk'in is 100 points, so you cannot go into that line, you have to do some other lines. We have the Searcher for the Witness of the Ancients, we have Starter Dragon, we have the Red Dragon Archfiend. These are all some 8s that you can summon, and I'm never summoned this card actually. Maybe you have to tag it out or use something else, but I'm still debating. Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, just a very good card, can banish a monster effect or just attack again. Chaos Angel is one of the strongest cards. It's a pretty good endboard piece to protect your other synchro monsters, and just a very strong card. But sadly, it's 20 points, so there goes all of your points. And one Centurion Legacia, because you don't go into the token line, you can have some lines where you can special summon back the Witness of the Ancient with a no gainer, tribute it with Starter Synchron, have 12, go into Legacia, have an extra draw, and if you go second, even a pop. For the side deck, still not the best side deck, but I just had Skullmeister because it's a free hand trap, so why not? I played the Raid Raptors and the Awakening Dragon for the Blitzkrieg. It's still a prominent deck, and it's just towers, right? More MSTs because I'm just still not certain. You don't have any more points to spread out, so just these cards. Gravedigger's Trap was one of the strongest trap cards in my opinion. I see just everybody uses effects from their hand, so I think doing burn damage and negating that card effect is pretty good. And just a Typhoon because it's a funny card and you can finally play it. So let's get into the games. So first off, it's just a way to combo. This person just gave up. So here's just the basic combo. With Summon a Monk, summoning the Meister, go into the whole Meister effect, where you summon the Starter Synchron. Using the effect for the junk signal. Now you use these two for the no gainer for witness, summon, witness make a token by placing 2. Add the spell, place the king effect, add the disturbance, and you see this is just one card combo. That's very cool. Summon him back, go into the Draco Berserker because we have another 4, and just use the field spell, summon the enlisted, and wow. You have a strong board, just a 1-card combo. It's so cool. This matchup was against like a very interesting trap deck. Probably not a good representation. But we here start just with the Junkmeister line for Junkmeister into armor, the Synchron Dragon, searching the Junk signal, going into the no gainer. If they have a negation or right here, we can just Junk signal. For witness, it's just the same combo over again that you just saw. Summon, make Chaos Angel, summon back with the no gainer, the Witness of the Ancient. Here we go into the Synchron. We banish the Synchron, go into Legacia to draw. We place the field spell effect, discarding, I think the opening. Oh no, we use the Rise to White because that's just such a good card. To summon the enlisted and place the king. I forgot the king effect here and the search for the field spell effect. I don't know why, what happened there, but maybe I pressed no too fast. So we have the disturbance. So actually here should be another horse, and here just only the disturbance. So in the draw phase I go for the effect of Rise to Full Height, but he has Super Poly, so that's pretty bad. My opponent is on Trap Trap Pumpkin. So here he has to add something else with the snake hair, because he doesn't. If he goes for the ectoplasm, he cannot activate it because now he has a monster on field because of the super polymerization. But he also doesn't set the cards. I don't know why, but I just go full combo here. I just summon back the starter Synchron, so now it goes into the graveyard again. Make my guy very strong, and I just want to beat over him, but he just gives up. Here's a matchup where I just totally ruined everything. I go into the Summon a Monk line. He does destroy my card. Well, there's not because he just destroys it on the summon effect to set it to defense, which is pretty sad, but it is what it is. So we just go for the Fruitless Burial Goods, banish or sending the trap card. The trap card searches for the field spell, and we just place this card here. Place the king effect for the disturbance, set the disturbance and the lost wind, and we just pass it there. Oh, we also set a junk signal. We get Kaiju's. It's just a going second deck. It's nothing you can see. For some reason I activated Lost Wind here, and that should not be done. I just make so many mistakes here. He cannot even use this effect. But because he summons the vanities, I can set it back, but it cannot be activated, but it's just something. He used the Changing effect. Now he used you missed something, but he uses the effect of the Alpha and Master of Beast. I used the Jink signal to tribute the Kaiju to special summon the Synchron Dragon, so that card is now bounced. So he doesn't have the Kaiju back. He normal summons Grand Maju, and he just attacks me for a lot of damage. So what I do here is I start off with the Angelechy problem to summon the token. He doesn't have any effects. Well, he has an effect to banish, but I have the disturbance to negate also something, so the Changing. But He doesn't do anything, so I just places the horsey and summon the enlisted, and I use the enlisted effect, targeting the Chenging to be banished, and he gets the enlisted. I use the enlisted, or he uses the enlisted effect, so I get the Bastion, and I want to use the Bastion effect to banish the Grand Maju, but I hover Lost Wind and I activate Lost Wind for no reason, and because this card is normal summon, I cannot target that card, so I need to target the Bastion. Very sad, but no problem. We summon the Synchron. We go into the Legacia to pop the Grand Maju and draw a card. We draw into a trap card, which is very nice for me. And we activate another Angelechy problem, and because this card is not once per turn, it's once per copy, you can just discard the Disturbance again to special summon the Enlisted. Even kijken, we also place another horse. He uses his effect, that's fine. We have the Disturbance. So he summons Deep Sea Diva, and I'm thinking about disturbing it, but it doesn't matter. He goes into a 10 yet again, and I cannot do anything about it. But he has Alpha on field, so if I would do that, now he can still use summon Alpha, so it doesn't matter anyway, so it's fine. So I just let him resolve it. He takes 1000 damage. He special summons Alpha, the Master of Beasts, because I have more attack points. Then he goes into the Chenging. Then he goes with the other Deep Sea Diva and another 8, that was the Gizmek Orochi, into the Swordmaster, into the Suza. And then he summons back the Orochi, banishing 8 cards, and triggers the Sword Soul Chenging. So what I do here is, he uses the effect now to banish a card on the field. He used one effect to summon this card back to take another 1000 damage, so I use the Disturbance. I just want to give him this card, but he activated the Suza for some reason to only pop the Legacia. That's the only legal target at the moment. That's the only legal monster that they can pop, because my Enlisted is protected. So what I do here is, well, we resolve the effect, so he pops my card, I give, which makes him take another 1000. I give him the Enlisted, and he uses the Chenging to pop my field spell, which means that he burns another 1000 because he cannot. Oh, he can banish. I don't know why he didn't banish one of these cards, but he now has used the Enlisted effect to burn himself to death. So, GG. Pretty cool. The next match is a best of 3. It should be best of 3 versus the Pumpkin. He goes first. He just goes into the whole combo line because we just don't have the cards. So you just go into the Pumpkin, set the trap card, discard the Pumpkin, summon the Pumpkin with the trap card. The trap card summons the Snake Hair, make the Great Pumpkin, search the quick play card that banishes or one of his monsters or all my monsters that I have if he crosses a zombie monster, and the Call of the Haunted face up. So we know that these 2 cards are Call of the Haunted. We know this, well, he said this card, so I probably assume that this was the first set, so Call of the Haunted. Here's the quick play spell card, and here's an unknown card, that's what I think. So what I do here is use the Dawnwalker to summon. He cannot use this card yet because there is no face-up Call of the Haunted, so I just go into the Null Gainer effect, and he just scoops for some reason. There are just so many plays that he can still do. Keep in mind that I'm summoning my guys in defense, so that he will never have the Snake Hair effect. Or it's very hard for him to have the Snake Hair effect, because it needs to target an attack precision monster. So for game 2 he goes first again. And I now open the Cosmic Cyclone, which is pretty good. So he just does the same thing over again. He builds exactly also the same board. He gets the field spell, activate Call of the Haunted, summon back, effect to summon back him, which can be summon. He can summon himself back from the graveyard or the hand. At the quick play, that's the Vortex. Yes, the Vortex card. Yeah, I remember again. Activate the field spell, set to Call of the Haunted, bounce 1 back, so he needs to do that because of the fact that this card now is in the graveyard. I think exactly the same thing again, that here's the Call of the Haunted, here's the quick play spell card. So he goes into the Legion for a field or graveyard stock up. So I first start off with the Galaxy Cyclone, because if I hit the card, which I do, I do hit this card. It's Vortex of Time. That's the name. Yes. He now has the strongest negation not there anymore, and I just go into the Jungmeister place. Again, summon in defense. I do this play because I want the Junk Signal for the extra protection. Go into the Berserker because I already have the Witness, of course, in hand. Now he summons this card on my effect, which is pretty good from him. Now we have some Chainlink. Chainlink 1 of my defense guy, of course, so he cannot target him. Then he goes Chainlink 2 for the field spell because something got summoned, targeting my Witness to send to the graveyard. The effect of the Snake Hair is targeting my Tenyi to negate him, and he cannot be used for synchro summoning and cannot attack. So I use his effect to banish her, just to get rid of her. And then I use the Junk Signal. I don't know why I did it now. It was not necessary, but I just did it anyway to just summon the Synchron from graveyards. After everything is resolved, we just place 2 here, and we use their effects to search the spell and put the king here. His last set card was a Twin Twister, so he just destroys my Bastion because this card cannot be destroyed, right? So I only can search the field spell, which is more than enough. We use the field spell, discard the life hack, just to have it in the graveyard. I use the effect to try to banish it, but he sucks it up. That's fine. I don't care about that. Pumpkin, uses Pumpkin summoning the Great Mammoth. Great Mammoth target to destroy something. He destroys the Destrier for some reason to not burn, I think. But I have the option to put back or summon back the king at the moment, which I do. King effect. I banish first off the Great Mammoth, which I shouldn't have done. I should have targeted the king first, but it is what it is. He activates Call of the Hunted, summoning back the Pumpkin of Greatcoat, so now I cannot target monsters anymore, so that's where I went wrong. Summon to search, because it's special summon he can search. Normal summon Skullmeister goes into Bastion. I cannot target this card anymore, so I need to target the Call of the Hunted. So if I just banish the Call of the Hunted, he cannot have them back anymore. Chaos Angel banishing the one Call of the Hunted where the other card is summoned with, so he only now has one monster and he just gives up. He has no follow-up anymore. And here is the last battle, 3 versus Dark World. Sadly, I have a very bad hand, but I still have some plays. I have no starters. I have no starters except for Junk Armor. So I go for, and the Angelechy problem. So I go for Junk Armor, summoning Jungmeister. I see that he doesn't have any monster or negation, so I just go into my full combo, or try to go. Search for Junk Signal. I use the effect of the problem to go now into this combo. I use the Junk Signal, tributing the Enlisted to now have the 8 combo for the Witness of the Ancient. I use the effect of the No Gainer, but he has the Heralds, so that's sucky. Yeah, there's nothing much I can do here, just set to and pray. And spoiler, it does not end well for me. He plays Dark World, just summon the guy to my field. Add the fusion. He activates the fusion, which I want to respond to, because he now is going to destroy my whole board, and I want to target him, but he's untargetable. Other first cannot be targeted, so he just wipes my whole field, goes battle phase, set 1 card, and has a 1 set card, and then pass turn. I did draw the Asketor Dawnwalker, and what I should have done here, well, I couldn't do much, right? Because I cannot banish him. I cannot go to, I cannot search Legate or go into Legacia because she's 12. It's just very hard for me to beat this board. So I just end the game here, and I just say GG's, go to game 2. So game 2 I go first again because I'm not going second against Dark World. So what I do, I just go into the Jungmeister line. He this time doesn't have any interruptions, and I can just play my board. Luckily. We all see why we hate negation cards, but hey, they bumped up the Herald cards for the points, so it's probably fine. This is just the whole same combo line that you have seen over and over again. I'm not going to explain it. So we just get into the Chaos Angel. We summon the Legacia for another draw. We have now the Asketor effect. Summon the Aunt, make the Tenyi guy, and we activate the Pot of Everest to put 5 cards back. that we can now cycle again, and we have another next turn we can just go full combo again. And we draw 2 cards, we draw a Cyclone. We summon the Enlisted because we have the Disturbance, and we pass turn. He tried to place around it, but he burns for 1,000. He burns again for 1,000. Here he tries to Dark Lord Dance to Fusion Summon. I try to negate it with Disturbance, but he has the Herald of the Purple Light for a Spell and Trap Negation. Is this Trap Negation or Spell and Trap Negation? Yeah, Trap Negation. Why? Why is this possible? Well, he just negates it and he just gets to Fusion Summon. But luckily, he Fusion Summons this guy again. He fusions this guy again, so he goes Chain Link 1 to destroy my whole field. I go Draco Berserker, then he Chain Link 2 to banish him. He goes 3 Droplet sending 1 spell cards. So I Chain Link 4 to search. It is what it is. He only sends 1 card, so he can only negate my Tengi, Berserker Tengi. He tries to resolve the Dark Lord, but only my Bastion gets destroyed because of the effect of the Chaos Angel and the Bastion itself, not protecting himself. And then he just scoops it up because he just only has 1,000 life points left because I just kept burning him and burning him and burning him. So back to game 3. So Darkwood game 3, of course, I don't have the Skullmeister, but that's fine. I didn't draw into it. So he just does the same play over again. He now summons a guy to my field. I activated this effect. I don't know if I cannot choose to. I probably should not have. But now at least I have a 6 guy on the field that I can hopefully do things with. We know what is set here. There's the trap card that pops, and he just searches another card with this. Here he has the negation card that he added. I should have kept in mind for that card. So his board is now a fusion summon, a negation. Oh, it is a draw, so nothing special. He has the trap card that negates a card. I think it was a negation, and this is the pop. So what I do is I just normal summon here. He negates it. With Summon Monk. What I should have done maybe was the Mirage Dragons to make my Chaos Angel unaffected by his monster effects. So because now I use 2 darks to make Chaos Angel, but he negates his effect to put the defense. So I cannot also not summon from the deck anymore. So I just go Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel effect to target the card the known card that we can play around it. Cannot target this card also. But he just does Chaining 2, Chaining 3 to negate my effects. So that's his set. He searches for another droplet. So that's strong, but he negates it. So we go into the line for Junkmeister, which just try to go into this line. Junk Armor, summon Junk Armor, but on the summon, it's an ignition effect, not a quick effect. He just goes to fusion summon, or destroys my whole board. But we're not done yet. We have plays for days. So we just go for the small world. Revealing the Chaos Dragon. The Chaos Dragon reveals the Summoner Monk, and Summoner Monk gets into our Eschator. So we use the effect of the Eschator, summon Fire Ant, and they have the Herald. There it is, the last guy, and I cannot do anything at this moment anymore. Sad. But it is what it is, and that was just game 3 because we have no more follow-up. We had so much plays, but they negated it all. I hate the heralds. That was it. That was the deck. That was the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please leave in the comments some interesting spell trap cards that I can use instead of these cards. They are cool. They are very unique, but probably not the best. Thank you all for watching.